Right, hello everybody, it's Jared again. I decided I'd record a video whilst I was driving. It's a beautiful morning, sun's out, blue sky, and I decided I'd do kind of a recap and a review of yesterday's event. For those of you who didn't come, 26th of October, Tommy Robinson rally. I can honestly tell you, it was an absolutely amazing, spectacular event. All of you, each and every one of you that attended, should give yourselves a pat on the back because you deserve it. Tommy would be proud of you. I will say, in all honesty, there was a slight kind of solemn, negative undertone to the event. I could feel the energy of the people attending. I feel like reason why that was because Tommy wasn't there with us. He'd been arrested, and so it kind of brought everyone's mood down, and I can understand it to a certain degree. But you know, at the end of the day, we turned up with our families, our children, from all sorts of backgrounds. You know, people came from different areas of the country. I was chatting to a few people. There's one gentleman who came from Bournemouth, another came from all the way from the north, from Norwich. So a nice mixed bag of people. I feel like this rally was the most powerful one we've had yet, because we've had yesterday, we had the most inspiring speeches compared to the first and second event. Not to knock down, I don't intend to knock down like the other two events, because they were amazing, all in the same way. But this one, because everyone came together to unite, and everyone was kind of expecting the same, we kind of gotten used to coming to these rallies. We were there on the 1st of June, there on the 27th of July. You know, especially with that first event, a lot of people felt really hesitant and kind of on the fence of whether they should come or not. You know, given the circumstances, people being arrested, and even after the second one, you know, we had Southport riots, and I wasn't expecting the numbers that came in. You know, this government is clamping down on free speech like never before. And Tommy Robinson is a hero, and we really should champion him for his efforts and the fact that he was the only one who called out the Islamic grooming gangs back in the past, all those years ago. I love the speech given by Nick Tanconi, the UKIP leader. I mean, such an inspiring speech. Like, every word of his speech connected with the people, with their intentions, with the things that were on their minds. He lent his voice to the British people. You know, he asked a question to the crowd: does anyone support reform? Does anyone support Nigel Farage in this crowd? And you could see a lot of the crowd raising their hands up in the air, but it was a kind of a weak gesture of support for reform. And I can honestly say, for me personally, my mind has changed. I no longer support reform, and I'm starting to see amongst the people and on YouTube comments that UKIP might just be the solution that we need to fix the problems in this country. Their 6 pledges are just what we need to save this country. Possibly in the next general election, UKIP might stand proud and elect a number of MPs, possibly a Prime Minister. I know that's a bit overly optimistic, but I think UKIP might just be the way forward. Their aim is to get rid of Islamic extremism, get rid of communism, of socialism, of globalist corporate institutions that are wreaking havoc and destroying our British national identity. People can't get jobs. They're not earning enough. The state of our NHS is beyond repair. Every day, we're bringing in hundreds of illegal migrants to our shores, and we're housing these migrants. And yeah, guess what? A few days ago, Rhiannon, I forgot her last name, but that beautiful lady, Rhiannon, who worked at an asylum seeker hotel, was stabbed in the neck by a man who came to our shores seeking asylum, stuck a screwdriver into her neck. That is the kind of people we are bringing to our country. So it's time we step up to the plate, start speaking up. The single weapon that we are equipped with fighting this tyrannical authoritarian government is our voice, is your voice. If you're able to speak and you're not imprisoned for whatever reason right now as we speak, you still have fight left in you. You still have a voice. The government cannot take that away from you. Your voice, your God-given right of freedom of speech. So I implore everyone to just speak up. Talk about it amongst your peer groups and amongst your family, amongst your friends, and start your YouTube channels, because now that Tommy Robinson is arrested, it's more important now than ever before to speak up for the truth, to stand up for this country. You know, the thing is, you know, it might seem a bit draconian, the way things are going, the way the government and our Stalinist Prime Minister is clamping down on freedom of speech and arresting people for posting offensive messages online, which is honestly two-tier policing, whilst Islamic grooming gangs, extremists, people waving their "from the river to the sea, the land will be free" flags every Saturday in central London get a free pass. They get no repercussions and no ill treatment from the police whatsoever. This needs to stop. It honestly needs to be talked about. And it depends all on you. You know, if we all come together, you know, even a single voice, just you alone, is more than enough to inspire someone else. Because that's the thing. Like, we're not living... If you look at the state of the UK, I know it doesn't sound, you know, what you want to hear, but we're not in communist China at the moment. We're not in Soviet Russia. We're not in North Korea. We're not at the stage in the UK yet where freedom of speech is absolutely clamped down, where if you disagree with the government or oppose whatever the government does, whatever the government's ideology is or what they say, you won't be penalised or persecuted for your freedom of speech, as it's being done every single day in communist China, in Russia, in North Korea, in countries that have endorsed far left political ideologies and they've gone too far. We're not at that stage yet, so we ought to be grateful, because honestly, we still have a sense of freedom in our country. You know, you hear a lot of people saying there's no freedom of speech anymore in this country. Yeah, that might be true, but there is just a glimmer of hope that we may be triumphant and bring back freedom of speech if we just lend our voice in support of Tommy Robinson, of people like Nick Tenconi, of the organisers, Richard Inman, Liam Tufts, yesterday in the event. All in all, it was a fantastic event. Each and every one of you should be proud of yourselves. Lend your support to Tommy Robinson. He's going to be facing court tomorrow. We'll see the results of that. Anyone who wants to protest outside Downing Street or outside the Royal Courts of Justice, please do so peacefully. I implore you. Please do not act out of aggression, out of violence, because this is exactly what the far left and the government wants, what the media wants. They will be there, the media paparazzi will be there to showcase to the United Kingdom exactly how violent these far right football hooliganistic thugs we are. If even one of us acts out of aggression. So God bless you all. I think I'll end this video because it's going to be too long. In the name of Jesus Christ, bring back Christianity and bring back freedom of speech to this country. Keep speaking out on your YouTube channels or whatever communities you are on, or whatever platforms you're on. Keep speaking the truth, because we need more of it in these troubling times. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video. Like, comment, share and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments below what you think. Thank you very much.